97% of salespeople quit after just 1 year. And it's also true that 96% of statistics are made up on the spot. But you get my point, right? A lot of people quit in sales, but why haven't you? Because you've been there, right? You've been in the interview room with a group of new salespeople, and 99% of people that you're in that room with either quit or they're fired within a week or two. Now, whether you were the one that was fired or maybe you're the one that's doing extremely well, you clicked on this video to get better at sales. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do today. And personally, I've closed millions in the remote sales space selling info products, and I was also the top producing door-to-door salesperson for a huge solar company. So trust me when I say that I can help you. So the first thing you have to realize is that the way we do sales today is not really sales anymore. Okay, and what I mean by this is if you think about back then, right, the first person or the first few companies to really push door-to-door sales or push selling products, the people they were selling to didn't know they were being sold to. So you didn't really have to break those people's trust because they didn't suspect anything was off, right? They didn't have their guard up at all because they'd never really been sold to in the past. Nowadays, just imagine your reaction when you're approached by someone on the street, right? They might not even be selling something to you, but then you have suspicions and your guard is up and you're like, no, thank you. And basically I realized that if I wanted to replicate the kind of results that people got back then, right? Where it was actually the sale that mattered, you didn't actually have to break people's guard that much, I had to do something that's completely different. And basically what I did was I just started to talk to people like normal people. Imagine you go to Costco or you go somewhere, right? Someone, hey man, you doing this? Hey man, is your dad around? Hey, it's very salesy questions. And I basically wouldn't do any of this. I would literally just start a normal conversation. Like I would literally just talk to people like people, and people responded a lot better to people. People were like, wait, are you like a salesperson? Or you work here? It kind of threw them off a little bit. And once I explained more, like they gave me the opportunity, I broke their fucking guard for a second, and it gave me the opportunity to basically sell people. Now, did this work for absolutely everyone? No. But what it made me realize was this works. And basically doing this helped me change my entire sales philosophy because I realized people like it when you're natural with them, right? Not like you're trying to sell them. People just like to have a normal conversation. People like to actually be your friend, right? Talk like you're their friend and everything. And what do you do with your friend? You try to sell them a product? No, you try to help them, right? And basically, this is how I realized that sales is genuinely just about helping people. And I know maybe you heard this before, but this is exactly why helping is actually the way to sell, right? It's not because, oh, you need to throw them. It's genuinely because people like to be sold to in a natural way, where they're just having a conversation with you like your friend. And this worked extremely well because all of a sudden I had an answer to every single objection. And because I'm helping, there's really only two answers I can give. Either I give them the solution to their problem or I just tell them I can't help them, right? There's not really any in between. And if you're in sales, the biggest problem that most sales reps, whether you're a beginner or not, is getting stuck on what to say sometimes. But if you know that it's okay that you can't do anything for the person you're selling to, you won't trip yourself up over getting stuck because you just couldn't help them, and that's fine. And the perfect example I can give this is like your friend, right? We've all had that one friend who just like was screwing up in life, right? They were doing drugs, getting bad grades, or they're just generally doing bad, right? And I want you to think, when you had the talk with that friend, that intervention, that like, hey man, what are you doing here, right? Calling them out basically. Was it difficult to come up with what to say? Was it really difficult that like you had to think, how do I sell him into? No, it kind of just flowed, right? You used proper emotion, used tonality shift, you did all these sales techniques perfectly, you just didn't realize them. And guess what happened in the end? Most likely you got through to your friend, right? Your friend was probably like, yeah, you're right. And that's actually, you genuinely just close them basically. And what this shows is that when we're trying to actually help, right? We don't need to go out of our way to try and force a sale. It comes more naturally when we help them, right? And if you've ever heard the saying, sell something you're passionate about, this is exactly why. Because you actually believe in it, which helps you believe that you're helping people and that they actually need what you're selling. And if you can't help them, then it is what it is, right? And because of this mentality of trying to help people, this is the exact reason why I now see the value in mentorships. Because back then, I was always very closed off to the whole courses and mentorship programs, but now I see it as a huge spectrum. Because just like in sales, how there's people trying to scam and give the industry a bad look, there's still some good-hearted salespeople who are actually trying to help, even though they're in the minority. And this is the exact reason why I've started a coaching program, because I genuinely want to help people become successful with sales. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm a saint or anything, right? I do make money from the coaching, but the point is, I can help you save time and I get paid for that as well. And the way I've set up my mentorship is that I will show you A to Z exactly how to get to 10K a month with remote sales. And we quite literally will just work together one-on-one, where I'm just gonna show you exactly what I know about how to find an offer in remote sales industry. And I'm personally gonna look at every single offer you're applying for and tell you which one is good and which one is bad. And then once you actually find the good offer, we'll just role play and review your sales calls until everything is perfect. So if that sounds interesting to you, click the link below and sign up for a free call.